Thank you very much, guys. I think the result that everybody was anticipating or expecting. We'll talk about the positives first. Dark Passage, they did come out. They did pick up first blood and aggressive bottom lane. And for the first 10 minutes, held even. But that's EDG. EDG are always slow out of the gate. Before we talk about gameplay, picks and bans. What was Dark Passage thinking about their team comp in your mind, Crepo?
I mean, they were just going for comfort picks, and they just say like, okay, I like playing this into this and this into this, and yeah, the Kha'Zix top, maybe that's a cheese aspect. Lucian Thresh is a really aggressive bot lane. You can still surprise even the best players if you flash flay into hook into exhaust and hopefully kill them over and over again, and that was their only hope to win. And I know probably has a thing or two to say about Xerath and Nunu combo. So
yeah, so I did like their picks and bans in a way because I think that was their best chance of winning. They picked favorable matchups, and especially the mid lane, it sounds really goofy, but Orianna has no escape. So if Nunu walks up and snowballs you, Xerath gets all his free poken, and that can kind of snowball a lane and snowball a lot of pressure for your team.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
At the other side, though, I really like EDG's comp. I think it's really a little bit too much late game focus, and against better teams you can get punished early. But look at it. It's Maokai, Rengar, Orianna, Kog'Maw, Janna. It has double engage from Maokai and Rengar. It has triple peel from Maokai, Orianna, and Janna. And in the back line, who you're peeling for? The best hyper scaling carry, Kog'Maw. So I really like the composition as is, but I think it can get abused in lane a little bit too much. But I think it was a solid comp.
I think it's very much EDG style. You know, Dark Passage, they started strong, as you said. They did pick up that first blood. Mechanically, they made some mistakes as the game went on. They could have got more.
But it wouldn't have mattered.
I feel the same. What was EDG doing right that actually helped them pick up the win? I know in the mid lane, you managed to 1v1 Naru. What else about the team, sort of stood out in your mind, Prolly?
I thought the most important thing was once they took the mid turret, the Janna and the Rengar pushed up all the vision, and at that point, Xerath can't farm, and then their bot lane can't farm. So it almost snowballed all the gold lead to a point where now the enemies can't farm, and you get to farm whatever you want. So it kind of kept Dark Passage from ever getting a foothold in that game.
So, Edward Gaming will be playing off against AHQ in the last game of the day. Is there anything from this matchup that AHQ can learn to maybe take away, look for ways to take down the #1 Chinese seed?
If they open themselves up for too much of a late game composition and are this week early, then maybe they can lose the early game. But I mean, they're solid. They've played these type of compositions before. They know exactly what they have to give up in order to just not lose the game straight up. But that would probably be AHQ's only hope.
I do think AHQ is going to be able to see a lot from them banning Syndra on blue side. I thought that was really interesting. They didn't want to pick it for themselves. They wanted to ban it out, and I think AHQ is going to be able to pick something aggressive mid lane and kind of be able to catch them off guard.
Oh, we'll see if they decide to take that route. We are going to switch gears for a minute to see how all the fans are enjoying the action out of Taipei. To remind you, earlier in the show, we asked the Twitter sphere, how do you guys Worlds? And our first response comes from @itson2d over in Sweden, who shows us how he Worlds with his buddies at Umeå University in Sweden.
Somewhere in Sweden.
I'm trying. Yeah, I can't do that. Anyways, our next one comes from @Peachy, who shows us how she and her future League of Legends protege watch the games. And finally, @GardnerBO2 shows us how they World in the United States Navy, where it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Great. Thanks for those photos, guys, and thanks again for sending them in. Remember, you can share how you World by tweeting your photos to us at LOL Esports. We've got more action coming your way. Next up, it is China's Starhorn Royal Club taking on the SK Gaming from the European LCS in Game 3 here of Day 2. We're going to check in on the teams very quickly. Starhorn Royal Club watching all the matches from the sidelines and are waiting for their team, their turn to take the stage. TSM, they're in the building. We'll see what they can do.
Is that their
right
substitute?
And Name might go down as well. Solo burn from the ring. From Fabulous comes down.
Good flash, counter flash. Holy Phoenix trading with him. Hasn't got enough. I'm not sure. The culling going through, but no. Nami takes him down, and now Touch is in trouble.
Where is the shockwave? There it is. It pulls both of them back in. You get the 1 kill for the Rampage. Touch is going to fall. That's a double now for you.